इसका एक्सपोजर कम करना पड़ेगा, बहुत ब्राइट होगा। ठीक है अमन, मैंने
एक्सपोजर थोडीशी कमी कर आणि हळूहळू किल डाऊन कर. मी बोलतो तेव्हा बस कर.
9 जुलैला
एक्सपोजर कमी कर पहिला.
त्या ह्याच्यात नाही ते काळेश्वर
किल डाऊन कर हळूहळू.
काळेश्वर नाही का,
बस.
चिमणगावाचंच नाही का ते बाजूचं मंदिरच्या बाजूला हॉल पण
नेहमी एक फ्रेम ठेव. हा हे फ्रेम परफेक्ट.
काय नाव मागवले असते पटकन.
अरे वो दुबे है क्या?
And a very tight game, 7-6, but Icebreakers just getting the last point in the very last few minutes and stealing it away. And now you have them coming off versus Cutting Chai. And Cutting Chai had a great last season as well. I think they played fabulous. And they're coming back, a couple of retained players, and I think a whole new squad that gives them a whole new twist. And joined by Akhil here. And let's see what Akhil Iyer has to say.
Hi Kenny, how's it going? Hi everybody who's watching the live feed. We have a really interesting game coming up. The Icebreakers versus Cutting Chai. You're not going to want to miss this one. It's going to start in the next few minutes, and both the teams are stacked. Both the teams have some star players. Icebreakers just coming off of a very close win, and let's see what they do against the Cutting Chai.
That's right, and they were playing against your team, Bomb Squad. Yeah. And how did you feel about that game? And unfortunate ending for you guys, but how are you going to take forward from what they played? And they had a couple of strategies. I think you guys threw out a couple of horse stacks in the windy conditions in the afternoon, and it worked a couple of times. What do you think your plan is going forward?
You know, Kenny, winning and losing is part of any game. You can't win every game, and you probably shouldn't lose every game. I'm really happy being the owner of the team, having missed out season 1 of MUL. I was really happy with the way the team performed, and I'm exceptionally proud of the spirit that we brought, the intensity that we brought to the game. You were in the bomb squad last year, so I'm sure you could also maybe see some kind of a difference in the unit. So it was really nice. It was really tight game. Icebreakers are a very good squad, very stacked squad. So I'm glad we gave them a good fight, and I hope to see them down the road, and maybe the outcome will be a little different.
That's awesome to hear, Akhil. I think you guys had a fabulous game, honestly, and I watched the entirety of it, and great performance by your team. Looking back at last season's results is nothing to talk about because you all have a new roster, new team, new synergies, new strategies, and you yourself are playing along with your squad for these weeks. So it's a great difference, and we can see that on the field this season. So good luck, Akhil. Good luck to your team as well.
Thank you very much. Maybe I'll join you for the first. Pull is up.
Match number 3, we have a poll going up.
That pull, the wind took that pull out to the right of the field, so the Mac will get the disc and start from the brick mark. Icebreakers just coming off of a win, as I just said a little while back, against the bomb squad. So they have. I'm sure if they, since they have a big squad, and they should be all right. Cutting Chai straight up, throwing a cup, a three-person cup. It's a zone defense. Windy conditions. Mac takes an overhead hammer to Atul to Rizwan. Ganesh on a quick mark, hard mark, as is expected of Ganesh, India level player. Throws to another India level player there, Mac. Mac, quick feet to Sahitra. Mac trapped on the sideline over there.
Those 3 handlers that they have. Oh, and it's a hand block there, and Mac not able to get it over the cup. Going for that crossfield hammer, not getting it to his support across the field. But you do have Ganesh, Mac, and see how this game plays out. And one thing to note is that Karing Chai did invert their jerseys for this game. So I'm not sure how that happened. Was it a toss, etc.? But that's really good.
They both have a similar blue color. तो हाँ, कांतो बिल्कुल हम हिंदी में भी कमेंट्री कर सकते हैं. कैनी की हिंदी शायद थोड़ी वीक है, पर मेरी ठीक ठाक है. गणेश एकदम अपनी टीम के लिए लेआउट मार रहे हैं. कटिंग चाय की बढ़िया ऑफेंस, और ये स्कोर एकदम बढ़िया स्कोर कटिंग चाय द्वारा. दे हैव गॉट अ डिफेंसिव पॉइंट. Be one crackerjack of a game. बहुत मजा आने वाला है इस गेम पे. आपको क्या लगता है, कोई प्रेडिक्शन है आपका?
Prediction, I'm going to be biased here. I am rooting for Cutting Chai. Straight out. And little bias here from my side, but let's see how it plays out. They did have a really nice matchup last season as well. The couple of retained players are going heads up this season. And I'm really not sure, Akhil. I'm seeing lineups on both sides that are really strong in their own sense. Tough to call. I saw Icebreakers play last game, and they had a lot of turnovers, to be honest. And you played against them last game. And turnovers on both sides, that's fair enough. Windy conditions, gusting to 24 kilometers, that's fine, fair enough. But still a little bit too much on the over both side.
नहीं, एक्चुअली क्या होता है मैं आपको बताता हूँ. कैनी, ये ऐसा है कि वो पहला गेम था इस सीज़न का, तो काफ़ी प्लेयर्स इस सीज़न बाहर से आए हैं, तो उनके लिए कंडीशंस नए हैं. और इतनी गर्मी और ह्यूमिडिटी थी कि मैं भी 1-2 पॉइंट के बाद एकदम थक गया था. तो आई थिंक इट टेक्स अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ टाइम टू अडेप्ट टू द कंडीशंस, एंड टर्नओवर्स होते हैं. आई थिंक उसके बाद क्या होता है वो इम्पॉर्टेंट है. कटिंग चाय पुलिंग अप द गेटिंग द पुल अप. सुशांत के पास डिस्क, उन्होंने सेंटर किया अल्ताफ़ को. अल्ताफ़ टू नोमान. वो साथ में खेलते हैं अहमदाबाद के लिए। ये बढ़िया ग्रैब ताहिर के पास। ताहिर जो जैसे आपको पता होगा स्टॉर्म चेजर्स के लिए, स्टॉर्म चेजर्स के कैप्टन है। बढ़िया फ्लो आइस ब्रेकर्स द्वारा। मुझे लगता है कि ये सिंपल सा स्कोर हो सकता है। और ये वायलेशन कॉल आशु द्वारा, आई थिंक कह रहे हैं कि हाँ, जहाँ पे जैसे ही थोड़ा रूल क्लैरिफिकेशन है, जहाँ से आप क्लियर, आई मीन अगर प्लेयर बाहर जाता है लाइन से, साइड लाइन से, तो उनको क्लोजेस्ट पॉइंट पे वापस आना होता है। और आशु कह रहा है कि ताहिर ने कुछ एक्सेस यार्ड्स गेन कर लिए। जैसे आपको पता है कि अल्टीमेट फ्रिस्बी एक सेल्फ रेफरीड स्पोर्ट है। इसमें कोई रेफरी नहीं होता है, प्लेयर्स खुद एक स्पोर्ट्समैनशिप स्पिरिट में गेम को रेफरी करते हैं। और मुझे एक्चुअली टू बी ऑनेस्ट कैनी, ये दिस इज़ वन ऑफ माई फेवरेट aspects of the game, that the game sort of forces you to play in the right spirit. And I think the aim of any sport is to teach a person some basic skills of how to play, how to do teamwork, how to work with other people, and how to be fair. तो this is something that I absolutely love about Ultimate Frisbee. ये बहुत ही बढ़िया गेम होने वाला है दोस्तों, तो आई वुड सजेस्ट कि आप कहीं मत जाइए. That one goes to Noman. Noman looking to throw a hammer, and it's a score. It's a score for the Icebreakers. Score is now 1-all. Cutting Chai are 1 up on the break, but the score is now 1-all. जर्सी वैसे बहुत बढ़िया है, वैष्णवी ने डिज़ाइन की है. इट्स अ रियली नाइस जर्सी, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली हमें इस बार अभी फ़िलहाल तो देखने को नहीं मिल रहा है. But I think all the jerseys this time are looking really sick. Agile Sports has done a great job in printing the jerseys. I mean jerseys. पर इस वक्त हमें उनकी जर्सी ये इसलिए दिखाई नहीं दे रही है क्योंकि दे ऑल्सो हैव अ सिमिलर ब्लू कलर. सो टू अवॉइड any confusion, they have switched to a light. It was a really nice score there. It was a little risky put by Noman, but in the end zone, Altaf getting a good point. Altaf to Noman. Okay. Well, I just played a match against them, but I think they both play so well, so it's tough to tell them apart. But बहुत बढ़िया खेल रहे हैं. Now, Icebreakers on defense. Bhavya, captain of the Icebreakers, also the owner of the Icebreakers, marshalling his troops, calling the defensive play. While on offense, we have Sahu and Ganesh. Ganesh, marshalling his troops on this side. Ganesh plays with Storm Chasers in Mumbai. He's an ex-India player. Plays with a lot of intensity and a lot of heart. And बहुत मज़ा आने वाला है इस पॉइंट पे. सुशांत विद द पुल. Sahu, Ashish Sahu receiving the disc, letting it fall to prevent any kind of a misread. The disc goes to Ganesh. Ganesh looking deep and passing it in. Good cut there. Back to Ganna. Ganna looking for options. A hammer overhead, risky throw, but safely caught by Kenny. Kenny with a dump to Sahu. Swing, lovely swing to Ganesh. Nice offensive flow here. Shubham with the disc. Nice pass to Sahu. Lot of options here for Cutting Chai. Nice dump. Good pressure on the mark there by the Icebreakers. Another dump. I think Chili offense is the name of the game. It's best to be patient. Kenny with the disc right now. सुशांत मार्क कर रहे हैं. स्टॉल 5 हो गया है. शुभम के पास जा रहा है डिस्क और वो अभी इन कट देख रहे हैं. साही इज कमिंग टू मार्क और ये बढ़िया ब्रेक थ्रो केनी के पास. साहू, केनी टू साहू. साहू सेंटर्स द डिस्क बैक टू केनी. वेरी गुड केमिस्ट्री. कॉलिंग फॉर एन एंड जोन स्टैक देयर. अच्छा डंप. साहू लुकिंग फॉर अ स्कोर बट holstering that throw. Again another dump. I think good patience by Cutting Chai and also good defense by the Icebreakers. There was a little pressure on the mark over there and it's a turn. Good pressure by the Icebreakers. Good pressure by Chandan. The Icebreakers have a chance to get that break back, Kenny. It's this game is going to be a cracker.
Yeah, I see Akil already losing his voice here. Some intense game going on, and a tight words cat. But and you have an upline here, and Sai going for it, but Sai not quite able to get there, and that is another turnover, really quick turnover, and you.
I've realized after just playing this the first game is that because of the conditions, because of the humidity, I think being able to sustain for the duration of the game is what is going to be the difference between the two teams. Sahu with the disc, good mark there. Lovely cut by Shubham upline, and he throws it up for Kenny. Well, very well read there by Kenny, but there's a call. There's a call, and the disc is going back. Sorry to the viewers, मेरी आवाज़ चली गई है क्योंकि मैं काफ़ी चिल्लाता हूँ गेम के दौरान अपनी टीम को इनकरेज करने के लिए. तो एक ही गेम के बाद कैनी मेरी आवाज़ चली गई है. बट आई होप दैट द व्यूअर्स आर एंजॉइंग watching the Mumbai Ultimate League, brought to you by Off Season Ultimate. It's sponsored by Refex, Agile, and it's an absolutely wonderful opportunity for Ultimate Frisbee to grow in India. Disc is back in play. Nice pass there to Ganna. Loses his footing a little bit, but a good. Oh no! An unusual error there by Sahu.
Yeah, you have Sahu there. See if they can get it back. And you do have a poach out here. And you do have Gunnar back on the D, number 84. Coming out, number 1 on the disc. It's a travel call. Disc is going to go back, and they're trying to get that call forward. And this is going to go back to number 84, Noman on the disc. Right, word sack set out from Icebreakers. And let's see how they're going to do this. You do have an upline, but a floaty pass upline to Sai, and Sai is going to use the left hand and grab it out there. Great job, Leona, not quite able to catch up. And Sai getting away from a mark.
Mid Frisbee legend by evening. She works 40 hours a week and comes and plays and always brings her 100%. I mean, she's a force to reckon with on any team that she plays for, and I think any team is happy to have her. It's this game, I'm telling you, Kenny, is going to go down to the wire. The score is now 2-1, if I'm not mistaken. Cutting Chai is up by 1 point. No, Icebreakers is up by 1 point. And I think the most important thing right now for Cutting Chai is to play chilly offense. This game is it's just a game of margins right now because both the teams are very evenly stacked. Icebreakers, since they've just finished a game and come, unka thoda sa maybe fatigue is a bigger factor, but क्योंकि ये टूर्नामेंट 4 संडेज 5 संडेज के अंदर ही खेला जा रहा है तो कुछ टीम्स को बैक टू बैक गेम्स खेलने ही पड़ेंगे, कुछ नहीं कर सकते उसके बारे में. और ऑर्गेनाइजर्स ने बहुत ही बढ़िया तरीके से सब ऑर्गेनाइज़ किया हुआ है यहाँ पे, सारे गेम्स, शेड्यूलिंग, दिस ब्यूटीफुल ग्राउंड एट विंग्स अरीना. तो यहाँ पे अभी ऋषभ आ गए हैं लाइन पे, जो कि मुंबई ऑफ सीजन अल्टीमेट के एक ऑर्गेनाइज़र हैं. Bhavya rationing, marshalling his troops again. Mac on the line. Atul with the disc, getting ready to pull. And the pull is up. It's a big OI throw. Lands somewhere close to the brick mark. Quick 1-2 there. Defense still setting up. Nice flow. Cutting Chai needs to be patient. Take it easy there with the disc because I feel like it can be their point. That's a little bit of a risky throw, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Travel call on Mac, but Icebreakers को एक और डिफेंस मिल गया है. अभी उसके बाद ये क्या करते हैं डिस्क के साथ, उस पर Rizwan throws it up to Atul और आराम से उन्होंने पकड़ लिया है एकदम एंड जोन के पास. Easy throw to Kimaya and Afzal with the drop. That was in life. They need to be patient here, not force a risky play. Rishabh with the disc now in the center, asking for a chilly offense. I think that's very, very important right now. Kenny with the disc, looking for a deep throw, and it's a huck. Who's gonna get it? And it's a beautiful read by. It's a beautiful read there by Cutting Chai, and it's another score.
Akhil's voice cutting off here, but yep, like we said, players from all across India coming and well as established in ultimate, and that was Vikas getting the score. Afzal trying for the D, trying for the redemption after that drop in the other end zone, not quite able to get up there, but it was a great put, and it is 3-1, 3-1 to Icebreaker. Oh, sorry.
Yes, 3-1 to Icebreakers. Correct. What is it, 2-2? Let's find out what the score is.
It was.
Yeah, it's saying 2-2 over here.
Sorry, 2-2 over there. Clarity. Icebreakers, Karin Chai putting up a decent fight.
इस पे जो स्कोर लिखा है वो करेक्ट है क्या?
ठीक है, so beat that.
Sorry. Pull is up.
Right, great.
The pull is up by Cutting Chai. Tahir with the disc centering to Rizwan. Let's see what the Icebreakers offensive line brings out now. Looks like a zone by the Cutting Chai with Gunna on the mark. Good swing there to Rizwan. The zone setting up a nice overhead throw to Sahitra. Sahitra patiently passes it to Tahir. Tahir with a look to Bhavya, who catches it just on the sideline. Centers the disc to Rizwan, who leaps and grabs it in the end, close to the end zone. And it's a D. It's a D by Kenny. That was, I feel, a little bit of a risky throw. Sahil with the disc now. Back to Kenny. Score 2-2. This is a critical point for the Cutting Chai. Pardon my voice. Lovely put there to Sahil. Beautiful read. Just needs to be patient near the end zone. The red zone. Oh, there's a call. There's a travel call. The disc is going to come back. Atul makes a call on Kenny. एकदम बढ़िया पास था वहाँ पे. But disc को वापस जाना पड़ेगा. Kenny with the disc used to play with the Dreamcatchers team. Atul on the mark. जैसे मैंने कहा यहाँ पे बहुत humidity है. Asking for chili, and it's a violation call from the sideline. The disc still with Kenny, close to the Cutting Chai end zone. Dumps to Shubham, looking for a pass, and that's a turnover. Very, very good mark there by Rizwan. Let's see if they can convert this, and it's another turnover. Very uncharacteristic turnover there by Rizwan.
Rizwan being the star breaker for Icebreakers and being retained, that was very, very uncharacteristic, as you say. Not something that Rizwan will do quite often. But that is a turnover, and Karin Chai is happy about that. It's really floaty throw, but that gets brought down there. Good job. And you do have Karin Chai back on offense. Leona going deep. You have a mark after her, and Sal going on the open, and Sal gets the disc over there, and you have two marks. Sal with an upline, and a crazy throw there, and a throw upline, and a great score. And you have Kenny scoring in the end zone, getting free there. And you have 3-2 to Karin Chai.
This game is going back and forth like a seesaw, Kenny. It's going to be a really close one, and I'm waiting to see what the outcome of this game is. There were, I think, 4 or 5 turnovers on that point, and some fairly uncharacteristic drops and uncharacteristic throwaways. Maybe do you think it's the pressure? Do you think it's just lack of patience? What do you think it is?
Like you said, the first game definitely brings jitters for both teams, and this is Cutting Chai's first game, so they're definitely on the jittery end. The first time they are playing together in the league, uh, and honestly, some of the players at least have a core synergy because they do play for West Coast Rascals. You do have Vikram Sahal, Matthew, Ashish, all of them playing for the same squad. But apart from that, they are new players playing together for the first time. I think it's quite normal for the first game to have this jittery feeling, couple of drops here and there, and I do think they'll put themselves together for the remainder of this game and for the remainder of the season.
बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं आप Kenny. The score is now
3-2.
3-2 to the Cutting Chai. Pandey, I'm sure, is watching. Nikhil Pandey, the owner of the Cutting Chai, जो यहाँ पे है नहीं. But I'm sure he's watching and cheering his team on from wherever he is, stuck to his TV screen or mobile screen. Pandey, if you're watching, your team is doing a fantastic job. Gunnar with the disc, setting up for the pull with a classic grunt, the Gunnar grunt as he pulls the disc. Coming down, Sushant receiving it, throwing it to Mac. Mac looking for options. It's another cup. Lovely low release there by Mac. Disc now on the sideline. A beautiful fake there. The cup is looking like it may be broken. Gunnar playing as a short deep. Ashu on the mark. Lovely swing there to Sushant. Very good pressure by the Cutting Chai on the zone, but Icebreaker seem to have it figured out. और ये डिफेंस एकदम बढ़िया डिफेंस जोन काम कर गया Cutting Chai के लिए. Will they be able to capitalize? That is the question. Nice, good in cut there. Harit with the disc. Back to Sahu. Calling Harit out. And it's a D. I don't think he attacked the disc enough over there, Harit. And it's a put. Mac versus Harit. Who's going to get it? And it's Mac all day. Maqsood Chaudhary, ladies and gentlemen. अभी देखने को मिलेगा कि किस में कितना है दम, as one would say. बहुत ही टाइट गेम है लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन. और अगर आपको अल्टीमेट फ्रिस्बी पसंद है तो मुझे आशा है कि आपको ये गेम पसंद आ रहा है. मुंबई अल्टीमेट लीग सीज़न 2 बाय ऑफ सीज़न अल्टीमेट इन एसोसिएशन विद रीफेक्स. बहुत ही मज़ेदार गेम चल रहा है यहाँ पे. The weather is great. We have great ultimate. What else can you ask for, Kenny? It's a beautiful Sunday evening, and I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to take this game today.
Definitely, and it's a great grab there and a sky by Mac in the end zone. I think we all knew that was going to happen. But Mac is doing this without Karan this season. They had a great synergy last season. Assist go, all day, all week, honestly, for 5 weeks last year. And this time Karan is back with Mumbai Buntais, I believe. And Mac has been with Icebreakers. So that synergy got split apart. But I don't think that has stopped him. He's had a great performance this week. And we have a pull in the air. A great 40 throw. And that is going to land outside. And a brick is called. There we go. A brick is called by Rishabh. And we have Rizwan coming up to mark him. We have Sai coming up to lend defense for the support handler. And it looks like a vertical stack here from Cutting Chai. Rishabh on the disc.
Rishabh taking his time there, having a chat with the sideline as he walks up to the brick mark. रिजवान ऑन द मार्क पूछ रहे हैं कि कहाँ है ब्रिक मार्क, तो ऋषभ और रिजवान अग्री कर लिए हैं कि ब्रिक यहीं पे है.
It's the battle of the reverse caps here. You have Rizwan and Rishabh. Rishabh putting it back there for a very safe throw. A nice upline, but that is a little bit floaty, but a great grab there by Kenny. Kenny with an upline, and upline is going to catch, and it's a grab. Wow, it's a beautiful upline by Kenny. I haven't seen that in a while. I think that was one of the...
कितना बढ़िया ग्रैब, कितना बढ़िया पुट. ये आपको दिखाई देता है कि केनी एक up and down in his seat wherever he is. Let's get some hype in the comments everybody. Comment drop कीजिए, हम आपसे बात करेंगे comments के ज़रिए. आपने कहा हिंदी में कमेंट्री करिए, तो मैं बिल्कुल पूरी कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि हिंदी में भी कमेंट्री करें. आई होप आपको मेरा ये जो डामाडोल परफॉर्मेंस है वो पसंद आ रहा है. बट बहुत ही इंटेंस गेम चल रहा है यहाँ पे. कटिंग चाय विद द डिस्क नाउ, गन्ना passing it off. Cutting Chai on defense, Bhavya and Tahir, Noman, Altaf, Sahitra, and 2-3 other of the icebreakers finest on the line there, ready to receive the pull. I think the icebreakers need this point. ये बहुत ही crucial point है because any minute अभी half होने वाला है, और हाफ टाइम के पहले जिस जो टीम स्कोर करता है उनको एक्चुअली काफ़ी एडवांटेज मिलता है. और आई थिंक नाउ कटिंग चाय रेडी टू पुट द डिस्क अप विथ द विंड इन दिस केस. लेट्स सी द ब्यूटिफुल पुल देयर बाय विकास, मे बी हेडेड आउट, एंड इट्स अ ब्रिक कॉल. इट्स अ ब्रिक कॉल बाय ताहिर. The slow walk to the brick mark, which is at the 75%, 75-yard line. Mac, support handler, Ashu, trying to guard Mac. It's looking like a zone. It's a zone defense here. Nice swing. Trying to trap Noman on the sideline. Good swing to Mac. Mac to Tahir. These two play together for Storm Chasers, so the chemistry is evident. A nice overhead flick there to Tahir. Tahir in the center of the field. Lovely movement by Icebreakers. I think they've got this zone figured out. It's all up to the Icebreakers making a mistake now. And they have got the D. Maybe a lapse in error there, but there's a call. There's a call. दूसरे से थैंक यू फॉर द कमेंट्स गाइज. बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. आदिति किशोर कह रही हैं क्या बात है. आदिति, मुझे लग रहा है कि आप मेरे कमेंट्री के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. शुभम श्री कह रहे हैं कि शुभम बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे हैं, ओपी हैं. कांतो कह रहे हैं कि चला लेंगे. ठीक है, थैंक यू कांतो, आपके रिक्वेस्ट पे ही मैं हिंदी में बात कर रहा हूँ, तो थैंक यू, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका. Aditi Agarwal, we are missing you here on the field today. Thank you for appreciating the Hindi commentary. आपके लिए थोड़ी देर के बाद मैं एक शेर भी अर्ज करूँगा. Love from Pune, from Kanto. Thank you, Aditi. Aditi is cheering for the cutting chai. Cutting chai. लग रहा है कि उनका जो लॉयल्टी है वो क्लियरली डिफाइंड है, क्योंकि वो कटिंग चाय शायद चाय पसंद करती हैं, ये भी हो सकता है. और रतन मोरे ने इमोजी भेजा है जो कि मुझे फ़िलहाल समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, बट रतन, थैंक यू फॉर द कमेंट. Lot of pressure there, and a hammer goes up, and Tahir grabs it. Nice, good patience there by Tahir. Mac with the disc, looking for options. Ashu back on the disc, and it's a forehand into the end zone, and it's a D by Vikas. Defense there, and it's another D. What a redemption there. एकदम मजेदार गेम और ये स्कोर कितना बड़ी, बहुत बहुत मजेदार गेम यहां पे देखने को मिल रहा है. आइस ब्रेकर्स वर्सेस कटिंग चाय. एकदम टाइट गेम है. स्कोर इज नाउ 4-all. कितना बढ़िया ऑफेंस डिफेंस दोनों देखने को मिला इस पॉइंट पे. और विकास ने जैसे वो डिस्क डिफेंस निकाला, मुझे लगा तो उनको पॉइंट मिल गया है, पर जो वापस नोमान ने वो डिफेंस निकाला, वो नेवर गिव अप एटीट्यूड जो होता है बहुत बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. और आई थिंक जो भी ये गेम वॉच कर रहे हैं उनको लगता है कि अगर वो अल्टीमेट फ्रिस्बी खेल रहे हैं तो ये जो नो नेवर से डाई एटीट्यूड होता है ये होना बहुत बहुत ज़रूरी है, जो कि ये मैच जीतने वाला है. फिलहाल तो गेम टाइड है, नेक एंड नेक 4-4 है. मुझे तो बड़ा मज़ा आ रहा है यहाँ पे. 8 बजे का मेरा अगला मैच है. मैं तो यहाँ अब ये पुल गया. द पुल इज़ इन द एयर नाउ एंड इट्स लुकिंग लाइक इट वाज एन IO पुल एंड इट्स कमिंग बैक इन एंड इट्स लैंडेड आउट. कटिंग चाय के खिलाड़ी कह रहे हैं कि डिस्क जो है समवेयर नियर द हाफ लाइन बाहर गया है, तो होता है कि नहीं. ये बहुत ही क्रूशियल पॉइंट है कटिंग चाय के लिए. अगर वो ऑफेंसिव होल्ड कर सकते हैं तो स्कोर 5-4 हो जाएगा और शायद वो हाफ ले सकते हैं. देखते हैं क्या होता है. दूसरे फील्ड पे भी गेम चल रहा है. आप ऑफ सीज़न अल्टीमेट के यूट्यूब चैनल पे अगर आप हमें देख रहे हैं तो एक और गेम चल रहा है, आप उसको भी देख सकते हैं. साइड लाइन क्लियर करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. केनी के साथ डिस्क. केनी ने दिया और वापस लिया और ये थोड़ा कांटेक्ट हो गया है चंदन और केनी के बीच में. कांटेक्ट जितना अवॉइड करना होता है उतना कर. तो जा सकते हैं, बट आशा है कि कोई भी नहीं जाएगा हॉस्पिटल. हमारे रेजिडेंट ऑर्थोपेडिक सर्जन आ रहे हैं साहित्रा अपना ओपिनियन देने. और रोमियो कह रहे हैं कि अल्ताफ़ ने स्कोर किया था या अल्ताफ़ ने एकदम आग लगा दिया है फील्ड पर. तो बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो आप. Kenny is back up on his feet. There is some kind of a call and good spirit there. Good spirit there by both the players. Chandan high-fiving Kenny before moving on, looking for a dump. Kenny with the dump to Sahu. Sahu looking for options. Lovely upline cut there. I mean, lovely inside cut there. Cutting Chai looking for options. थोड़ा रिस्की थ्रो बट केनी ने एकदम बढ़िया ग्रैब किया. कितना डिपेंडेबल प्लेयर है. और ये एंड जोन की तरफ फोरहैंड फ्लिक थोड़ा सा मिसरीड हो गया वहाँ पे क्या कटिंग चाय द्वारा. और ये टर्नओवर बहुत ही बढ़िया प्ले केनी द्वारा हो सकता था वो, तो इट वुड हैव डेफिनेटली बीन अ पॉइंट फॉर कटिंग चाय. मकसूद चौधरी डिस्क के पास जा रहे हैं, पिकअप कर रहे हैं. He's going to be as cool, calm and collected as he normally is. Lovely pass there to Chandan. Back with Mac and he's looking for a deep throw. Throws it up to Saitra, but maybe just a little too much juice on that one. हैं दोनों हंस रहे हैं और ये बढ़िया टीम स्पिरिट दिखा रहे हैं दोनों प्लेयर्स. केनी बैक एंड फोर्थ जा रहा है, एंड जोन टू एंड जोन. क्या लग रहा है इस पॉइंट पे क्या होने वाला है? गेम इज़ एट 4-all. Cutting Chai with Kenny walking up towards the disc to pick it up, being hugged by his opponent there, by Noman. And I think Chili O is the name of the game right now. But viewers, comments में मुझे बताइए कौन जीतने वाला है ये गेम. बेहतरीन इन कट, कितना शानदार इन कट यहाँ पे. Looking to Shashank. Look, oh, beautiful grab there by Sahu. Sahu looking for options. Shashank again coming to save him. And it's a put. He's thrown it up in the air. Will she be able to read it this time? Oh, Kenny. Kenny with a wonderful grab close to the end zone. And it's a score for the Cutting Chai. Nikhil Pandey, do a little dance. Your team is up 5-4. क्या है आपकी राय इस बारे में?
Well, Akal, some of the retains include Tahir and also Rizwan, and Rizwan being one of the key players for them last season. He's coming back and performing for them, and Atul as well. And these key players are there, and they have stacked themselves with a couple of key players from other teams as well. So you have Maksud Chowdhury, Mac, joining them as well. You also have Sahi from Bomb Squad joining them, and you also have this defensive, defensive yet a very aerial threat from Afzal coming in, and that's a very I think a dangerous combination for the other teams. A lot of potential in the end zone and with their hucks, which they haven't really been doing a lot this game. I think they're waiting for better windy conditions, a little more calmer situation to try those plays. But they definitely have that huck potential. And the pull coming in, Tahir on the disc. Tahir putting it up. And you have a couple of swings coming out from the icebreakers. Rizwan putting it to Tahir. Tahir back to Rizwan. Rizwan putting it up. And Altaf on the disc. Altaf to Atul. Atul putting it back to Rizwan. Rizwan on the disc. Rizwan with a nice swing to Tahir, and Rice finds a lot of space, but there are no upline cuts. There are no end zone cuts as well from the icebreakers, and Rizwan is... So the handlers are just passing it around right now and getting some thoda yardage, but that's enough for them. They'll take it, and Tahir asking it on the break side. Wants that swing. Rizwan is going to go for it, and it's a nice swing to Tahir. A lot of space, and the cup struggling to move. Now it's just a 1-2, a lot of yardage gained, and Tahir finds himself with a pull in the upline and it's a great grab. Tahir with the assist going there, and it's a score by Altaf with the great sky and grab there.
शानदार, एकदम परफेक्टली पोजिशन्ड अल्ताफ को हिट किया, और स्कोर इज़ नाउ 5-all. Score is 5-all, and this is a close game, ladies and gentlemen. The two teams are exchanging blows, blow for blow, going back and forth. तो कहीं मत जाइएगा, मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बताइएगा कि आपको क्या लग रहा है, कौन जीतने वाला है ये गेम. भव्या जैन कह रही हैं कि लेट्स गो कटिंग चाय. तो कटिंग चाय, लेट्स गो. आशु कमिंग इन प्लेस ऑफ गन्ना. Looking like a good line here. O-line from Cutting Chai. They need this point. Need to hold this offense. I think यहाँ पे जो गेम चल रहा है अभी बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला है. 5-all पे ये गेम अभी स्थित है, और Kenny is talking to his O-line. telling them what to do, telling them. I'm sure that in that on that line, the offense strategy just must be, guys and girls, just keep a calm and cool head on your shoulders, one pass at a time. No need to do anything complicated. Bhavya, I'm sure instilling some inspiration into his team. Sushant with the pull. Wonderful OI pull, floaty, headed towards Kenny in the end zone. Good pass there to Shashank. Shashank back to Kenny. Kenny looking for options. Good defense here by the Icebreakers. Nice in cut there by Ashu. Ashu is, I think, one of the most improved players in the Mumbai Ultimate scene. जितनी कमिटमेंट और इंटेंसिटी के साथ वो खेल रहे हैं. लवली ओआई पास देयर. Lovely OI pass there. Very good movement by the curls. Very good movement by the curls. Sahitra calling that the player who's holding the disc right now may be outside. Discussion चल रहा है. Perspective ले रहे हैं. कांतो कह रहे हैं गो शुभम. शुभम एक्चुअली बहुत बढ़िया खेल रहे हैं आज और एक्चुअली सारे प्लेयर्स बहुत बढ़िया खेल रहे हैं. Kenny giving a small rule clarification. The two players who are involved in the call बात करेंगे एक दूसरे से और 30 seconds का टाइम होता है. Back to the previous player और अभी स्टॉल शुरू हो गया. वायलेशन कॉल है. वायलेशन कॉल इसलिए हुआ है क्योंकि सारे प्लेयर्स को अपने पोजीशंस पे वापस जाना है जब कॉल हुआ था, ताकि किसी को कोई अनफेयर एडवांटेज ना मिले कॉल के द्वारा. Cutting Chai with the disc on the sideline towards the commentary box. Lights are going to be coming on any minute. Good mark there. Mac almost getting a D. Very close mark there with Ashu. Going back. Shashank back to Sahu. To Ashu. Lovely movement there by the female players of Cutting Chai. Good pass again there. Nice movement by Cutting Chai. And a hammer! Is he going to make it? No, just a little long there. Just a little too much juice on that hammer as it sails out at the back of the end zone. If the Icebreakers manage to hold on to this defensive point, they will take a lead in the game by a break. There is just a 1 point difference right now between these two teams. Or Sushant is walking up to the end zone line and calls a timeout. बहुत ही बढ़िया गेम चल रहा है यहाँ पे Kenny, and I am going to now take your leave as I go to prepare for the next game of the Bomb Squad. Everybody in the comments, please come watch the Bomb Squad versus Afterburners game at 8 o'clock on the Off-Season Ultimate YouTube channel. Major upset by the Afterburners against the Mumbai Bunties in the first game. मैंने सुना उन्होंने बहुत ही शानदार गेम खेला, बहुत ही सिंपल गेम खेला, and they won by 2 points. So I think it's going to be an interesting game. I hope that there's some good ultimate to watch, and I hope you guys have a great evening. Back to your commentator Kenny, who's doing a fantastic job. A shout out to the Sportscast team for this coverage. Shout out to Refex, shout out to Agile, shout out to Mumbai Ultimate and Off-Season Ultimate for this fantastic tournament. A fantastic showcase of Ultimate Frisbee in India, a sport that is only growing every day. I hope that this game goes down to the wire and you guys have a great time watching this game. Back to you, Kenny. Thank you so much for giving me some time, even though my voice was not in good shape. But it was a lot of fun being here with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Akal, for those very, very useful insights on the game and how he has played and his team has played against Icebreakers previously. And he knows how this new team is forming up and what strategies they do need to employ to kind of counter them this season. And it's not just about the exciting next game, but it's also about the exciting entire league that we have planned out. Yes, the upset in the first game is quite something to be talked about. But also take into account that the squads have changed. Afterburner's last league, last season, was playing with barely 7 players on the line, and new squad and new synergies, new strategies, and new winners. So you have the teams lining back up once again. Icebreakers on the disc. The score is 5-5, and not that much time left on the clock here, guys. And let's see if Icebreakers can inch this one out, just like they did on the last game versus Bomb Squad. 7-6, their previous result. The way it's going, probably could end the same way here. All right, Mac looking for that first cut, and you can see him just trying to inch forward. And a cup thrown out by Karing Chai. Looking for the break, and a nice crash there by Mac. Mac getting on the disc, but now he finds himself in the sideline. And you have Afzal on the opposite end, waiting for a nice swing to come to him. Oh, great break. Quick breaks up, and Mac the cup completely, but it's a good reset. But this is an absolute stomp down by Icebreakers until that unfortunate throwaway. That cup did work, and the point of the pressure, and it's not about whether whether it's a simple throwaway or not. It just puts pressure on the person with the disc, and that makes them do unforced errors, honestly. And that's exactly what happened here. They tried to do a couple of quick passes. It worked for them. However, there is a call, and there's still some discussion. Let's check out the replay. Calls for 30 seconds. They can talk for 30 seconds, and the players putting their hands up are saying that they do have a perspective on the situation and they can contribute. Self-refereed sports work like this. And if Ashu's input is helpful to them, they will respond to that and either accept the decision or contest. And let's see what happens. A long talk here. That's definitely more than 30 seconds. But this... Alright, this looks like it has been contested. The disc goes back to Mac. And... oh. There's still a couple of discussions. Afzal looking for a reset, and Afzal finds Mac over there. And you have a couple of cuts in the end zone. You have Kritika coming out, Sai coming out, and looks for the quick reset. And you have Noman with a forehand that gets grabbed there. Afzal with a nice score. And you have a crucial point here. It's 6. Right, you have a half time at 26 minutes here. And both teams will take some time to strategize. Winds are relatively calm. And just a few zones being thrown out here. And both teams looking very strong though. I just went back to check the chat, and hello Bhavya, an ex cutting chai player, and cheering her team on. So hi Bhavya, and come on icebreakers from Fayaz Khan. Right. So we have and some dab emoticons. All right, so it's great to see that cheers happening, and post halftime, see how this game turns out. Pull coming out and Karincha on offense. Rishabh on the disc, gonna catch it. Rishabh the Sahu. Sahu has support. Sahu the Kenny. Kenny on the disc. And you have Kenny Sahu. Rishabh gonna come back, I guess, from the stack back to help and support. Right now it's Sahu. Sahu looking for an upline. Nice grab there. And jersey numbers are not visible on Karinchai, so apologies for the names. But as it's a great forehand and it's floaty, but not quite able to grab onto that. I had a chance for an upline to Shubham, didn't quite go for it. To Chandan, sorry. And Rizwan back on the disc. Rizwan back to Sahi. Sahi to Kritika. Kritika with a put up and oh, it's a D. and it's Gunnar going up, grabbing that D. All right, calls for Kenny to come back and help Gunnar, and that's exactly what happens. Gunnar with that forehand swing to Kenny. Kenny looking for Sahu. Sahu gets it. Sahu with a backhand, but that's a D coming in. Oh, and Gunnar just attacking it just enough. And calls happening on the field. Rishabh calling for the disc, but Karincha playing it safe. And Gunnar with the forehand, he's putting it up. And is it going to be grabbed? And there we go. And it's a slight fumble. He almost slight fumble in the end. Rizwan getting out of that trap quite easily. Rizwan to Atlaf and Rizwan back on the disc. Rizwan putting an upline and stepping out. Sahi on the disc and the handlers coming back, hoping to get the reset. Sahi looking for Rizwan and Rizwan finds himself a lot of space and that forehand flick has come out going in the end zone and it's a grab. That is a score. And oh no, that is a travel call. The disc will go. This happens quite often in Ultimate, unfortunately. You do have a travel called. There can be a sky at the end, an amazing D, but a travel can be called within a certain time frame of that play happening, and the disc can be pulled back. All right, so you have Rizwan restarting. That's not a score. And Rizwan to Atlaf. Atlaf going back to Rizwan. A nice 1-2 here. And is there an upline coming up to 63? No, that is not happening. You have Kritika going for the upline. Back to Shub. Back to Atlaf. Atlaf with the hammer. Crossfield. Going up and oof. That's Shub Ahmed not quite able to judge that. Atlaf going for that crossfield hammer. Not quite able to get it across. Word stack set up by Cutting Chai. Rishabh calling that stack. You have Leona, Kenny on the back. I think Kenny can do the first cut. This looks like it. Okay, Kenny stepping out to that break side. And you do have Sahu on the disc. You have Gunnar looking to support him. And oof, Sahu with a really awkward swing there. And, I don't think he expected Gunnar to get that. It probably was a bad release over there. Quite unfortunate. The light is dimming though. However, we do have floodlights coming on. All right, Rizwan on the sideline. Rizwan getting a nice reset here to Atlaf. Atlaf back to Rizwan. This 1-2 from Icebreakers between these two handlers is crazy. And you have going to Sahi, and Sahi is going to get a nice grab. Leona not able to catch up with her mark. and it's a pull coming out. And Karingcha is calling break. Word stack coming out from Karingcha. Let's see how this works out. Kenny on the disc. Person mark thrown out and a nice word stack being held out. Cuts coming in, going back out. Right, Vikas finds himself with travel being called, but unfortunately there's been a drop on the receiver's end. If the call has not affected the receiver's, if the call has not affected the receiver's judgment of the disc and he or she has dropped it, irrespective of that, that means that the disc shall go back and it is a turnover. Quite a long discussion, more than the recommended level for ultimate. 30 seconds should be the discussion time. However, let's see how this plays out. Sai is still in discussion with Kenny. All right. So discussion was that the person receiving the disc dropped the disc. So no matter what the call was earlier, it is a turnover. And Icebreakers find themselves with the disc once again, looking to get further ahead. And Kenny with a try for the deep, but an upline, and it's a it's a great sky there, but it's just outside the end zone. But a travel call back, and the disc is going to go back. Atlaf back on the disc. All right, this time he goes to the swing. All right, calling for the disc, and Atlaf with the put up line, and that is, oh, it's a nice bring down there. Icebreaker's going for the pull. And Karingchai need this point and need it quick for them to get back in the game. It's just 10. Karingchai can start from almost the half line. That's a great advantage. Desperately needed at these times. Ooh, great put. Gunnar with the disc. Gunnar looking forward. Gunnar to Leona, but just goes over her head and it's a turnover. Side to Tahir. Tahir looking to get it forward. Right there you have Tahir with a hug forward, but that's not going to reach there. Gunnar getting it back for his team. Gunnar to Kenny. Kenny looking forward once again, and Kenny goes for that hug. And will Sahu get this? Judging it, but it's a grab. It's a great grab. Was that in? Yes. Oh, that is a call. And this. All right, so Kenny's going to try this one more time, and this time going for the reset. They're exactly where they were at. Gunnar looking back for Kenny back on the disc. Right, Sahu coming back into play. Sahu to Gunnar. And you have a long run there by Kenny, and will Gunnar go for it? No, not quite. Took the safer route. Gonna reset back on the sideline. Once again, Ganesh on the disc. You have Bhavya marking him. And quick 1-2 happening. Disc is centered. Kenny with that forehand flick, and it's an amazing grab there in the end zone. Great assist. And Matthew. And pull up, and Icebreakers on offense. They're going to play this very calm and chill. All right, you do have Karingchai throwing out that cup. They need it. They need to force an arrow. And let's see what happens. Right, Icebreaker just swinging the disc, and see, this is what they're just gonna do: crash, swing, Mac back on the disc. Ooh, and it's broken, and the cup is completely broken, and it's just up with Kritika getting involved up line, and Sahi asking for the breakthrough, but what my view was blocked here, but it is an injury.
Come on, Ashu. Come on, let's go, Ashu. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Ashu. Come on.
Game has resumed, and you have Icebreakers going for another. Oh, and it's a great D, and you have Kenny getting the D, and they have a chance here. A few minutes left in the game. Right, just 2 minutes left. Just over 2 minutes left, and we have. Oh, it's a good D here. Kritika approaching a little bit for the Icebreakers, trying to get. Trying to cover a little bit more space, and it doesn't seem to be working out for them. The Karinchai are moving the disc around quite freely. Great in cuts. Alright, and it's throwaway here, but it is a turnover, and Tahir finds himself with the disc here after this turnover. Tahir with the upline, and it is grabbed. This contact from the back, but he manages to get it down, and they go ahead. With the call, and looks like another travel. Right, you have Saima Rizwan, now you have number 91. Kritika on the disc. Kritika to Tahir. Ooh, Tahir floating that one up, but that's no problem for Mac. Nice, Kritika with a nice cut, getting it. Icebreakers quite calm here. They do not need this go. They just need to keep hold of the disc and get a nice clean finish, and that's exactly what they did. A nice clean finish with Sai in the open side. Kritika to Sai. And looks like a game is going to be called soon. So if it ends the way it is, which is most likely it is, yes, there we go. The game is called, and the teams are lining up. Give their high fives. So the Icebreakers end ahead, and they have secured their second win for day one of the MUL. Back-to-back wins, a great start by them. The defending champions coming back with 2 wins with a new squad and showing their worth here. 2 very close wins though, and look forward to many more close games next week as well. Uh, Icebreakers still going on with their cheers during the high fives. All right. Great job by both teams. I think Cutting Chai had a really great handler lineup as well. Moving it around, a couple of unfortunate errors and unforced errors, to be honest, but didn't work quite out. Didn't work as well as they hoped, and it was tied at around 5-5, and then Icebreaker shot ahead, and Cutting Chai lost a little bit of their motivation. 9-6 to Icebreakers. We'll catch you guys for the next game.